What's up, everybody? It is your average trader here. So, it's been a while since I've posted anything on any of my social media, and so I'm back. Trying to be back, so I'm gonna try to post more regularly here on my YouTube. Just mainly educational things, just to give you guys an update of where I've been. I've been trading consistently still, and actually switched up my strategy back in August of last year to something called Smart Money Concepts. I know everybody's talking about it. I've been learning it since August of last year, mainly through the 2022 mentorship from Inner Circle Trader. I moved over to futures now, so I trade futures instead of options. I like it a lot better. There's many perks to it, but that's not the point of this video. What I want to show in this video is a trade that I actually took on Friday of last week, March 10th. So let's dive into it. So mainly what I look at to know what to play, how to play it. Let's actually replay this back to Friday, March 10th. Let's put this Thursday. Um, I like to, first of all, understand where the chart is. What are we looking at? How are things looking on the chart? So this is the daily chart. I start on the daily, and clearly we see that we are kind of forming a downtrend here. We know there's a lot of crazy things going on, but what I look at is market structure to see what we're doing. We see that we have an uptrend here, keeps going up, and then we start consolidating a bit, and we see this break of structure right here, which is a candle close, a down candle close below the latest up candle. So this shows that we are now in a downtrend. We have a retracement up, down, and then we ended up breaking structure to the upside, breaking this last down candle. And so we are kind of in this strange, maybe we will have a green day, maybe we will keep going down because this is kind of an indecision candle. Same thing with this one. So short term on the daily, it looks like it wants to become bullish and keep going up. And so we have this strange candle. Let's move over to the 4 hour. Let's see. What day is this? March 8th. That is not what we want. We want Friday the 10th. It's still Thursday. Okay. Yes, Friday the 10th. Okay. So I like to look at 9 o'clock. Let me actually move this to a 15-minute chart just to get it to 9 o'clock on Friday. Okay. 9:15, perfect. Yeah, so I look at the charts around 9:15, 9:20. So on the 4 hour chart, we see that we had an uptrend, broke structure to the downside, consolidated, broke structure again to the downside, moved up a little bit, and now we have this candle that usually closes at 10, which is kind of forming a, wanting to go down. It's a down candle, so we'll see what it is. We are bearish on the 4 hour. Dailies kind of kind of bullish, but still could be bearish. And then let's take a look at the 1 hour, and we see that we have downtrend, up, down, up, which it should have broken this one, and it did. So it's short-term bullish on the 1 hour, and we'll see how this goes. On Friday at 8:30, we actually had NFP, which is these two candles here, right? We see just a bunch of crazy movement. And so that news actually came out bearish. So we're bearish on the 4 hour, bearish on the daily or bullish, and then the 1 hour is bullish. So what I like to do there is just to gain an understanding of where we are, I switch over to the 15-minute chart and I take a look at what we're doing here. So here is where I map something called liquidity levels, which is where I like to see liquidity taken out, meaning that buyers will be stopped out, or not buyers, but just any traders are stopped out in these positions. So here we have short sellers that will get stopped out above here, and we have people who want to enter into the market also get stopped out, because what I want to see is a move up here, a wick, and then it goes in the opposite direction. So I like to look at areas where those stops would be, just to see where those would be, I guess you could call potential reversal zones. And so I mark those out on my chart. Here we have sell side. So because of the news, I'm more inclined for there to be sell side liquidity taken out, and then or sorry, buy side liquidity taken out first, and then moving over to keep going down. So I just map out these levels. I don't see any other bisects, it's just straight downtrend. Here's the last up candle, and then we've got some relative equal highs up here, so I will map that out as well. So I like to map out a couple up top, a couple below, just to see where it is. And then once we have those levels set out, because I'm bearish on the news, bearish on the 4 hour, kind of bearish on the daily, and the 1 hour is a little bit bullish, I think that we could potentially see buy side taken out, and then we drop and take out all of these sell side liquidity levels. So we switch on over to the 1 minute chart. I wait until market open before I look at anything, right, just to see what happens. And we see immediately upon market open, we start dropping, which is the opposite of what I expected. And boom, we start taking out sell side liquidity. So what I end up doing here is looking for buys, because that is the first thing that is taken out in the morning, and typically the market has a morning fake out where it makes you think it's going in one direction and it goes in the complete opposite. So what I am looking now is I see up candle, down, up candles, down. So I'm looking for another up candle to form. We have a up candle right there. So let's zoom in on that. And that is now the structure where I want let me mark this out. I want a red candle to form. Then I want a green candle. I have them black, but I want a green candle to form above this level. And when that happens and the body closes above here, I will enter buys. So we have a red candle, another red candle, another red candle, another red candle. Oh, actually a green candle. We have another green candle. So if this series of candles continue to be green, I want to see that the green closes above here before I enter any buys. We've already taken out 1, 2, 3 levels of liquidity here, and boom, that's exactly what we have. We wanted to see a close above 38.91. We closed above 38.91.25, and that is where I enter long, having the stop below this low. And what I like to do with my trades is I like to take a 1-to-1 risk to reward to take 50% off. So that would be having some of it taken off at 39.04. So let's mark that level as a TP. I like to take some off at 1.5. So that's 39.10.50. We'll mark that TP. And then also at, oops, I like to take it at 1 to 2. Call that a TP as well, and then also 1 to 3. There we go. So that's what I like to do. Right, I entered 3 contracts here on MES. Let's take a look at what happens. We've got first candle in is green, coming down, and remember my stop is down below this latest low, because if it does break this low in a series of red candles, that means that the structure was going to continue downward, and then thus my trade is invalidated. But what do we see shortly after? Boom, TP1 is hit, so then I take 50% off of my position here, and I move my stop to break even, because now I don't want to have any risk in this trade because I already took half profit. And what ends up happening after that is it's hovering around, almost touches my TP2, and where is it? Let's keep it going, and boom, I get stopped out at break even there. So 1 to 1, but the funny thing is, let's keep it going, it actually ends up running more, and it hits TP2, it hits TP3, and I think it hits TP4 as well. So as you can see, it hit all 4 TPs that I had, which is fine. I got stopped out at break even. This ended up happening to a lot of people today, on Friday, and so it's fine. it's exactly what I wanted. I got some green and I was fine with that. Stuck to my rules of 50% off at TP1, which is a 1-to-1, and then setting the rest to break even. It took out sell side liquidity first. I was bullish on the 1 hour, even though NFP was bearish. We had that drop. But the funny thing is, of course, I was bearish, right? And the rest of the day, we see that the market continued to drop, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, it's going to take out this low now, and it just keeps dropping. So that's what happened on Friday. I took this one trade. That was it. I take 1 to 2 trades max. I don't take any more than that. You could have taken this short here, but there's really no way you could have figured that out. I mean, I guess you could say this was buy side liquidity here with people who were short this morning, and you know, they got taken out, and then it kept dropping. But I was done after this trade. I don't like to trade after 10:30. As you can see, I like to trade only the first hour of the market open. I was stopped shortly before that, and that was it. That was the only trade that I took on Friday. So if you guys like these kind of videos, let me know. I'll start uploading more of them if they're helpful to you. But if anything, if you have any questions on anything, you can always leave a comment down below. And until next time, guys, peace.